Lethal Company is a survival horror game that can be enjoyed by up to 4 players. It is known for its funny moments and modding community. Oh, he is after me, after me. Oh, he is after me, after me. Does he ever stop chasing me? Oh my god, please, no! Oh god! Its impact on the indie horror genre was substantial, spawning its own niche subgenre of 4-player timed collectathons involving freaky monsters hunting you down. In Lethal Company, you find yourself scavenging procedurally generated abandoned facilities, mansions, and mineshafts in search of scrap to sell to the company you work for. But that's easier said than done, as you must find the scrap in a limited time while being hunted by various creatures. You also only have 3 days to reach your quota, with the scrap requirement increasing after each one. Fail to complete a quota, and you're fired. So finally, onto the subject of the video, the mouseless, neckless, camera movementless challenge. Lethal Company has a lot of potential for interesting challenge runs, and today I will be beating Lethal Company without looking around or using my mouse at all. This type of challenge was dubbed Neckless % by YouTuber Backseat Streams in his Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach challenge video, so big thanks to him for this idea. So, what are the rules of this necklace challenge? Rule number 1. Any camera movement made by the mouse is not allowed. In other words, I will not be using my mouse for the duration of this challenge. Rule number 2. Camera movements made by the game are allowed. So movements such as the ones that occur when interacting with a ladder or with the computer terminal are all fair game. And lastly, rule number 3, I must complete Lethal Company's first quota. That means collecting 130 scrap in 3 days on a fresh save file. I considered increasing the quota requirement, but I'm not even sure if collecting any scrap is possible, let alone completing an entire quota. So for now, 1 quota is my objective. With the rules laid out and not a plan in sight, I think it's time to hop right into this. First things first, I make a fresh save file. I start here on my ship, and in order to start the first day, I simply need to pull the start lever. This makes my first major roadblock very apparent. I cannot even start the ship. But very soon we will see that that is no big deal, thanks to one important game mechanic I utilized. Interacting with the terminal will change your character's orientation to that of the terminal itself. By combining this with Lethal Company's furniture organization, I can rotate the terminal a full 360 degrees. So that's that. I just need to face the lever and... Yeah, you didn't think it'd be that easy, did you? I still can't start the ship, no matter if I'm crouching, standing, or in between the two. I cannot seem to begin the first day. How am I supposed to complete the challenge without even playing the game? After over 20 minutes of goofing around, and it seemed hopeless. Trying to clip into the available furniture, wedging myself under this pipe here, trying over and over to activate it mid-elevation change. What is there in this ship that I can take advantage of? It seemed as if I had exhausted all of the resources available to me. I started thinking, was this challenge really just impossible? But wait, there's still something I've yet to look into. Notice these unassuming bunk beds in the corner there? See the different heights of each bed? The bottom bunk seemed tall enough to give my crouch height just the increase it needed to reach that lever. So, restarting the save file and trying the challenge run again, I sought to investigate the bunk bed even more.
Make yourself at home. To complete the onboarding process, you will want to check the instruction manual and sign into your ship's computer terminal. We trust you will be a great asset to the company. Great asset to the company. Great asset.
I'm right there, bro. This is possible for sure. Yes. Oh my god. Okay, okay. It's possible. Now that I could actually play the game, I still needed to enter the building and find some scrap. My biggest concern for now is finding scrap at the proper elevation, as most scrap likes to spawn on the floor. But I'll just have to cross that bridge when I get there. For now, I'll be using the terminal from earlier in order to enter the facility. Making my way over and entering the building, my next largest roadblock has made itself apparent. I can't leave the building. Notice how that entrance that I entered through is right behind me? Yeah, that's a big problem. Even if I got all the scrap required, the exit is directly behind me, and there is no way to orient myself without the use of a ladder or a terminal. And no, I won't pretend like this challenge is impossible again. Instead, what I actually plan to do is take advantage of the game's fire exits. On every Lethal Company map, there is at least one fire exit alongside one main entrance. Their locations on the map are the same every time, but when it comes to the interior of the building, they will both spawn randomly. My plan is to, drumroll please, pray I get lucky enough to find the required scrap for the quota and for a fire exit to be facing towards me somewhere in the facility. Now, I know it doesn't sound great on paper, literally, but it's all I've got right now, so I'm gonna just have to make it work. At least, for now. Back to my first attempt, I found a large axle, then promptly dropped it for whatever reason. And with no way to pick it back up, I just moved on. Then, I died to a spider. I'm gonna take this time to mention that I changed my keybinds so that radar scan is on my C button, item use is on my V key, and item switch left and right are on 1 key and 3 key, respectively. I just wanted to explain that nothing is bound to my mouse, other than the camera movement, to avoid any accidental head turns when I'm trying to scan or something. So, back to the game, here is attempt 2. I wandered around for literally 30 seconds, before accidentally killing myself. Oh. What? Okay. So here in attempt 3, first I picked up some pickles, then, unsurprisingly, I ran around aimlessly for a while. Like, a really long time. I'm serious, this is literally 3 minutes of me wandering around, finding nothing useful. And after all that running around, something finally happened. That sounds like a cruiser. Oh god! Damn it! Why does this... This is so stupid. This should not be startling me as well. Oh, good creature though. Then after surviving the snare flea and all that running around, I killed myself again. Is this a kill myself thing? The answer's yes. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Just need to get a good fire exit. That's all. It's chill. That's okay. Little did I know it was not chill or okay. Because after several attempts of this, I started feeling there was something missing. I couldn't just rely on getting lucky, right? Even if I miraculously found 130 scrap that I could actually pick up, I would still need an exit. So during attempt 4, a lot of nothing happened again. That is, until I came up with an idea. March. I think that's what the map is called. As I talked about earlier, Lethal Company has several maps available to you. I had just been rolling with the default map, Experimentation, because of its simple layout and its low danger level. But, you may recall seeing that March has 3 fire exits, while every other map only has 1. This would significantly improve my odds of finding a fire exit. Right? Oh yeah, and in case you're curious, attempt 4 ended with me killing myself.
Make yourself at home. To complete the onboarding process.
Boom. We're going to March. Upon landing on March, my plan was to go around the big pond in the middle of the map to enter the main entrance on the other side. Aside from knowing this information ahead of time, I honestly forgot most of the moon's layout, especially considering my camera is locked in one direction. Unfortunately, I ended up passing by the main entrance and arriving at this fire exit instead. Okay, I'm not where I think I am. I'm not where I thought I was. Which might be an issue. Maybe. Maybe. We'll find out. At least we can enter. Little did I know, this would be the greatest mistake of this entire challenge. Oh my god, that's right. They face you backwards. Wait. Oh my god. Wait, if the fire exits face you backwards, then you can just exit at any time. So this obviously blew the challenge wide open. Gone are the days of praying to RNGesus for an exit. Let's just ignore the fact I somehow missed such an important game mechanic to this challenge, and let's shift focus back to maps. Now that fire exits mean nothing to me, I must ask, what moon is the best? I will be evaluating each moon based on its accessibility, danger level, and average scrap value, and prioritizing them in that order. Rend, Dine, Titan, Artifice, and Embryon all require a fee to even land there, so they are just completely out of the question, because you only start with 60 credits. Offense, March, and Adamants all have an intermediate difficulty and a danger level of B, which from personal experience I just do not want to mess with. Lastly, we have Experimentation, Assurance, and Vow. Experimentation is the game's default moon, and is likely the first one you ever landed on if you have played before. It has a simple exterior and accessible fire escape, but a danger ranking of B. Being the highest danger rating of these three, I will not be going to Experimentation. And in case you were curious, Experimentation does have the lowest scrap value between the three. Vow is a moon covered in trees and hilly terrain, making its accessibility lower than the rest, especially for someone who cannot turn their camera. Despite this, it is manageable if the other features are redeeming. Moving on to difficulty, Vow has a danger rating of C, which still is not the lowest in the game. Fortunately, however, its average scrap value is far higher than Experimentation, but still not the highest of the three. Lastly is Assurance. Assurance has the lowest danger rating in the entire game, with a D, but its fire exit is in a very awkward spot that requires you to make a jump to access. However, it also statistically has the highest average scrap amount between the three. Overall, Assurance has everything I want: high scrap value and a lower danger level. Its fire escape accessibility is not a problem when these other factors exist. I'll just simply make the jump. If I were to rank them, Experimentation is the worst, Vow is second, and Assurance is obviously the best. So, with the moon selected, it's time to actually beat this thing. Landing on Assurance, I quickly made my way over to the fire exit. First, you must go up the ladder on the large rock here, then make the jump onto this pipe. And after that I can enter. Look at that, we've already got an egg beater. 38 bucks. After finding an egg beater and ditching some unreachable toilet paper, I kept exploring. Next, I found some bottles, then made my way to the exit after wandering around for a while, with no luck. Whoa. Getting caught off guard by the strange exit orientation, I navigated back to the ship. While on my way, I started thinking about the challenge. Was it really going to be this easy? I mean, I already have 90 credits. Now that I knew all the strategies and techniques, was it ever that hard to begin with? No. And that's okay. Throughout the trials and tribulations, I overcame all obstacles that came before me. Whether or not it was easy now did not matter. It's thanks to these past roadblocks for allowing me to feel how I do now. Yeah, so back at the ship, I can drop my stuff off here on this counter to make pickup easier later, then start the ship and begin my second day. Let's go again. Terminal, so you can always orient. Okay, let's jump. Entering the facility, I find some things I can't pick up, including a cash register.
Oh, is that a cash register?
This time, going to the right of the exit, I move along and find myself in some trouble.
Oh shit. Oh my god. How am I alive?
In case you aren't well acquainted yet, that was a turret. They shoot you, and bullets hurt.
I got right. Oh, fuck, I'm dead.
After that traumatizing experience, I explored a little more, but came up empty. Deciding to cut my losses, I make my way back to the fire exit. I changed my mind, and I wanted to go back. But still found nothing, so this time I left for real. Let's get a better layout this time, huh? What's that sound? After an unsuccessful day, I could only hope to get luckier tomorrow. No. I don't know anything about this layout. Remember when I mentioned that Lethal Company has different interiors? Well, each map has different likelihoods that determine which interior that you get. For example, Dine's default interior is the Manor, with a 67.11% chance, the Mineshaft with a 31.32% chance, and a 1.5% chance of it being the factory. So, the case with Assurance is that it has an 87.47% chance of having the factory interior, while having only an 11.66% chance for a mineshaft, and very little 0.87% for a manor. Now, to explain my concern, the mineshaft is only 2 weeks old at the time of recording, and I do not have much experience with it at all. But this is the last day, and I only need 40 more credits worth of scrap, so I persevere. I don't know anything about this layout. This is disgusting. I hate this.
Wait, that's it. Okay, never mind. I love this layout. Thank you so much. Truly. Left, not a problem.
The fact that you can build a new so you strive for these boundaries. You have few goals left to meet the property.
There it is. Quota reached. That's it. I did it.
Hello, thanks for watching the video. Subscribe. Bye-bye.